Now on CoastTV News.
With clear skies this morning, we have the possibility of morning fog. Right now, visibility not too bad, but that could change. The fog burns off to sunshine and very warm temperatures today, then sharply cooler heading into Friday, and some weekend showers. I'll time it out on Futurecast coming up next.
Fifth victim found, what we are learning about the construction worker who died in the Key Bridge collapse.
Replacing Cardin, a big step beginning today as early voting starts in Maryland, including the big primary race for Senate as Ben Cardin finishes his final term.
Overdose crisis in Sussex County, a shocking trend that is leaving health experts perplexed, and Delaware State Police on alert.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is Thursday, May 2nd, 2024. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensek.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah, and Paige, the gang is here. We're
Yes.
ready to get you started on what's shaping up to be another warm day. We've had a few of those of late.
Not bad at all, definitely. I think this morning I even felt a little cooler than usual.
Yeah.
Did you?
No.
No? Oh, I felt like I needed a jacket this morning. Still, I mean, look, not like freezing.
You're not going to need one this afternoon,
No,
I don't think.
not at all. I'm not talking like get your winter coat on. No,
Yeah.
I just think we've been so used to this really warm weather that there was a slight breeze and I was like, oh, I'm cold.
Okay.
I know. So prepare yourselves, people. But I hear Bob laughing at me. He's either laughing with me or at me, Bob.
We'll find out.
Which one is it?
Never at you, Paige, with you. And you're right. It is a little cooler this morning. Temperatures are in the 50s, so you're correct there. Visibility-wise, we're okay. I've been checking several cameras. We have clear skies, and I'm concerned about dense fog. And so far, visibility about 5 to 9 miles from Georgetown to Ocean City and 9 miles in Salisbury. But a marine layer could come in through Maryland and up the coast and thicken up that fog through this morning. So we're watching that. But right now, it's clear skies, and so far, so good. But offshore, there is this layer that will be moving in, perhaps, giving us some fog as we have a stationary boundary to the east, and it will be cooler along the coast today, but much warmer inland. And as Paige mentioned, it's cooler this morning, and she's correct, with temperatures into the 50s. So you definitely need that windbreaker, but the winds are light. Watch out for areas of fog that'll burn off mid-morning. Otherwise, the warm-up is on, lots of sunshine. We're well into the mid to maybe upper 80s near records later on, but much cooler as we go towards the beaches for this evening, and very pleasant as we go into the evening, but very warm into the mid to upper 80s as we go into the afternoon. But then a big cool down and maybe some weekend showers. I'll talk about that in more detail coming up in just a little bit.
We have some shocking video to show you here this morning. At least 24 people are homeless after this massive fire. Crews in New York responded to this. It was at a supermarket in Brooklyn on Wednesday. According to the New York Fire Department, it broke out around 6 p.m., sending huge plumes of smoke that you can see there into the sky. Authorities believe the fire started in a supermarket and the flames spread to at least 4 surrounding buildings.
Authorities in Maryland have recovered the body of the 5th victim at the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse site. The Unified Command identified the victim as 49-year-old construction worker Miguel Angel Luna Gonzalez. According to the release, investigators recovered his body from inside a red truck. This, of course, happening after that day we all remember, after the Key Bridge collapsed, after that cargo vessel slammed into the bridge.
Early voting begins today in Maryland. It all leads up to the May 14th primary election. The race that has the attention of the national media is the race for Senate. Ben Cardin will retire at the end of his term, and 10 Democrats, 7 Republicans are on the ballot for the primary in the attempt to become the next Maryland senator. There is one location for early voting in Worcester County, the Ocean City Powell Convention Center. There are 2 centers in Wicomico County. Both are in Salisbury, one at the Civic Center. Another one is at First Baptist Church Family Life and Cultural Center. That's on Booth Street. And you can vote from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. today through May 9th.
Health officials are sounding the alarm on what they're calling an overdose crisis. According to officials, they're seeing an unusual Narcan-resistant overdoses in Sussex County. BB and various state agencies, they're still trying to figure out what exactly is even causing a rise in Sussex County overdoses. After a press conference Wednesday, some big questions are still being left unanswered. Officials say they're not entirely sure what drug is causing this, and on top of that, doctors say patients suffering from this specific kind of overdose need more care, and they're spending more time in the hospital than patients with other overdoses. BB says this is a very unsettling trend, and they're asking people to stay vigilant.
Unlike COVID, there's no vaccine for this. It's about information, it's about awareness, and working together so that we can make sure that people are as healthy as possible here in Sussex County, as well as throughout the state of Delaware.
We were told in that press conference that there will be more information about what this overdose-causing substance is.
And that press conference outlined a bulletin from the Poison Control Center. It says synthetic opioid derivatives are in eastern part of Sussex County and Delaware. They carry similar symptoms such as agitation and delirium, severe sedation and coma, respiratory depression, and movement abnormalities attributed to seizures. The Division of Substance Abuse and Mental Health Director says fentanyl test strips can be requested with Narcan kits. BB was given 1,300 new kits to distribute through its healthcare system and 200 doses to its emergency department alone.
Patients involved are trying to satisfy the need to address the feelings, the substance abuse cravings that they're having, and that's part of the unfortunate effects of drug addiction. So they may not be aware of or able to identify exactly what they've taken.
Health officials say repeat doses of naloxone may be necessary to restore breathing. If you don't know how to administer Narcan, there are reoccurring and newly added training events in our area, and you can find them in the link to this story on CoastTV.com.
Now, this sudden spike in overdoses comes less than a month after the Delaware Division of Forensic Science released data. It shows the number of overdose deaths in Delaware has actually decreased for the first time in 10 years. There were 527 accidental drug overdose deaths in 2023, according to that data. Though statewide deaths decreased, Sussex County saw an increase in overdose-related deaths in the last quarter of 2022.
This does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how confident are you in local medical facilities' ability to handle the overdose crisis?
All right, so far 45% of you say you're not confident, 35% of you say you're moderately confident, and 20% of you feeling optimistic. You are very confident. Whatever you want to vote for, go for it. Go to CoastTV.com. You can also vote on our mobile app.
This morning, Delaware State Police will continue to determine the cause of a crash last night in Harbison. This was just before 6 p.m. on Forest Road. State Police told Coast TV News that there was a patient in critical condition. The Milton Fire Department was on the scene. We do not have an update on the status of that injured person.
This morning, a Millsboro man facing a slew of charges, including 4 felonies, after he resisted arrest and attempted to disarm a Delaware State Police trooper. According to State Police, 35-year-old Brandon Myers assaulted a woman in the Millsboro area and then ran away. Once police caught him, they say the situation escalated until Myers was tased. Myers and 2 troopers sustained minor injuries. Myers was then committed to Sussex Correctional Institution on over $94,000 cash bond.
Today, tensions on college campus across the country continue. They're boiling over with anti-Israel protests, some turning violent with attacks on Jewish students.
Now some universities are suspending students. They're canceling classes and calling for support from law enforcement. Even Congress now getting involved. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us how students, lawmakers, and the White House are all responding.
As nationwide protests continue, colleges and universities grapple with how to handle growing tensions over the war in Gaza. House Republicans got a first-hand look at an encampment at George Washington University Wednesday.
We're seeing these protests spring up all across the United States. We're hearing from Jewish students that they don't feel safe.
Across the country, there are concerns about outside agitators interfering with peaceful demonstrations.
I noticed some of them were students. Their faces did look familiar, and there were certainly people there who were not students. They almost seemed like professional burglars, which made it even more scary because they don't have anything to lose.
The Biden administration says it supports lawful protest and condemns hateful speech.
We are also going to call out any type of anti-Semitism that we are hearing, that we are seeing, the hate.
Pro-Palestinian protesters are standing firm.
We plan to be here until our demands are met, no matter what.
Domestic and foreign policy challenges taking center stage on campuses and on Capitol Hill. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
In response to the anti-Israel protests, Republicans are also seeking to launch investigations into anti-Semitism on college campuses. This all comes as President Biden has gone days without speaking publicly on the chaos as he prepares to head to his Wilmington home tomorrow.
All right, Matt, well, we're just getting started this morning.
Now, coming up, Paige, greeting new golf course. We're going to show you the new and improved Southern Delaware Golf Club that is taking the place of the old Rookery North in Milford.
Also ahead, paid parking in progress in some coastal communities along our coast. We're telling you what you need to know for the upcoming summer season.
And changes coming to King Charles Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. We'll tell you what the city is implementing to improve traffic flow. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Solar is a legacy you will pass on to future generations. So choose a local company with the skills and expertise to do it right. Sunrise Solar is your complete solar energy solution, offering interactive systems for farming and industrial. The Sunrise team has the knowledge, training, and certifications necessary to build the best solar unit for your needs. With a 25-year panel production warranty. Call today about financing and low monthly payments. Sunrise Solar, powering your future.
With all the choices of services on Delmarva, where do you even begin? Trust experts of various fields with Delmarva Experts. Sponsored by Kitchen Concepts Plus, Chesapeake Eye Center, Apple Discount Drugs, FLC Energy, Spicer Brothers Construction, Mattress Peddlers, Homewell Care Services, Robinson's Jewelry and Coin Shop, Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, Mast Audiology Services, Riptide Restoration, Delmarva Dave, and Buchanan Subaru. Visit DelmarvaExperts.com for various local professionals offering the best of Delmarva. Delmarva Experts, local experts right when you need them.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up and use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
Michael Anderson of Anderson Wealth Management has the strategies you need to help plan your retirement. Catch Wise Money right here on WRDE.
It is 5:12 on this mostly clear morning, and visibility still good. Fingers crossed for no dense fog this morning, but we're seeing good visibility on our Irish Eyes Cam and Lewis right now, 58 degrees, and visibility still pretty good, about 5 to 9 miles from Georgetown to Salisbury and Ocean City, but we could see that fog increasing throughout the morning. Temperatures are on the cooler side, 55 Georgetown, 53 in Salisbury, 57 in Milton, so you'll need that light jacket this morning. At least the winds are light, and we've got mostly clear skies. Once again, we're watching for that potential for that marine layer to build in. Otherwise, looking at pretty nice conditions today. And for, I believe, the second time since we've started the golf forecast, I've drained the putt. Excellent putt, excellent weather. 88, very warm, though. Make sure you have water on the golf course, lots of sunshine, and temperatures near record highs.
Bob, I've been tracking, and that is indeed the second time you have nailed that putt. All right, congratulations. Just ahead of the busy summer season, Grotto Pizza has reopened in Dewey Beach with a new restaurant on Coastal Highway. This one is across from its old location. That site will soon be home to stores and condos. This new Grotto Pizza features open-air dining, a sports bar, and takeout. It's currently open Thursday through Sunday for lunch and dinner with extended hours beginning just a few weeks. Taking a look now with our Coast Copter on King Charles Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. On Tuesday, the city launched the King Charles Avenue pilot project. This is to improve traffic flow there. Stockley Street now has new crosswalks and a pedestrian release island, while Newcastle Street features new crosswalks and corner bump outs. These changes are designed to improve pedestrian safety by shortening crossing distances and slowing traffic. The city is also inviting public feedback through a survey on Reach Out Rehoboth.
Job openings have fallen to the lowest level in 3 years. Data released Wednesday from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows U.S. employers had about 8.5 million available jobs in March. Right now, there are 1.3 jobs for every job seeker. So that compares to during the pandemic recovery, when that ratio was around 2 to just 1. Well, still ahead this morning, paid parking in progress. In Lewis, we're telling you when you can expect other coastal communities to start their meters.
And we do have the potential for fog this morning, but visibility is still pretty good in Ocean City on our Tyndall's Casual Furniture camera, but there could be some of that fog this morning, so make sure you use the low beam headlights. Otherwise, a very warm day today, then sharply cooler Friday into the weekend, and some rain chances beginning Sunday. I'll track it on FutureCast in 2 minutes.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today. Honor cyclists and loved ones who were injured or lost their lives as a result of vehicle cyclist crashes. Join us for the Maryland Eastern Shore Ride of Silence Wednesday, May 15th at 6 p.m. As part of May Bike Month, we're bringing attention to drivers and cyclists sharing the road. Start and finish at Unity Square in Salisbury. Helmets are required and lights front and back are encouraged. For more information, visit the Ride of Silence Maryland Eastern Shore Facebook page.
Whether it's your first time betting or you've been gambling for years, have a plan and know the game. Be aware of the rules and odds before you gamble. Set a budget and never gamble with money you can't afford to lose. Take a break and consider teaming up with trusted friends to help you stick to your budget. Remember, if you or a loved one has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER 24/7 or go to helpmygamblingproblem.org for free confidential services.
There are too many areas in Maryland elected officials seem to have a hard time finding. Not David Trone. His family came from Cambridge, right by the Choptank River that he used to fish in as a boy. If you're going to stand up for people who too often feel ignored and left out, you have to show up. David has. From Eastern Shore to Mountain Maryland and back, every Marylander deserves a voice, and David intends to carry yours all the way to the U.S. Senate.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Rally for our first responders, Saturday, June 1st from 12 to 6 at Hudson Fields. Enjoy this family-friendly event full of live music, kids' activities, food trucks, vendors, live auction, car show, competitive and social cornhole tournaments, and so much more. Tickets are on sale now starting at $10. Plus, sponsorship opportunities are still available. For more info, visit coastcountry.com. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Time is 5:17, and here is our live look at Ocean City. Comfortable now along the Worcester County coast, but Bob, you are tracking warm, very warm temperatures for the afternoon.
Yes, in fact, so warm, Matt, that we could be looking at record highs. And we're getting awfully close this afternoon. We had one of those stretches of very warm weather a few days ago. And now, well, near record warmth again as we go into today. Now, the record high today is 90 in Georgetown. That's from 2018. And we're getting very close. I'm expecting a high right around 88 for Georgetown. So very well could tie a record later on. I've been talking about the potential for fog this morning. And so far, visibility is pretty good. 5 miles in Georgetown, 6 in Ocean City, and 9 in Salisbury. But there's still that possibility that some of that fog could develop along the coast and then kind of work its way inland. It is cool this morning. Definitely need the lighter jacket. Temperatures into the 50s out the door, mid to upper 50s right now as the winds are coming in out of the south and west, and that will really warm us up. So we're looking at mainly clear skies right now. We've got a stationary boundary just to our east and some high clouds moving in from the north and west. So we'll be seeing mostly sunny skies today, and we're in this southwesterly flow, very, very warm. The closest precipitation is well to our west through Texas into the upper Midwest with showers and storms out there, but in between we've got a big area of clear skies. So here's FutureCast picking it up at 6:30. Watch out for areas of patchy fog. Use those low beam headlights. Temperatures in the 50s. Then I think we're burning off that fog by about 9 a.m. and by noon 70s and low 80s inland, 60s and 70s along the coast, and by 4 o'clock, very toasty. Mid to upper 80s inland areas, even 85 and lows, but 60s and 70s from Dewey Beach down to Fenwick Island. And through this evening, very pleasant conditions. And through the overnight hours, we're looking at mostly clear skies, but then the winds start to shift from the northeast. And tomorrow might be a situation where we see the high temperatures in the morning, like 60s, and then sliding through the 50s throughout the day. So here's 9 a.m. We're starting to increase the clouds. And look how the temperatures drop by noon. We're looking looking at low 50s and 40s along the coast. Oof, that's going to be a shock to the system. And then for the rest of the afternoon, some 50s, maybe lower 60s farther to the west, but very chilly from about 113 to the east as we have a gusty easterly wind and very cold as we go into tomorrow evening. You're going to have to bundle up as you head out on the town as we're looking at winds out of the southwest. And then eventually you can see them shifting to the northeast late tonight. Then they start to come out of the east Friday, and that continues into the weekend. And that's a cold direction. That wind coming right off the cold ocean. As we go into Saturday, we're looking at lots of clouds, chilly conditions. Then it looks like rain does build in on Sunday, and that could linger into your Monday as well. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 88 today, but then a huge drop on Friday. 63 likely in the 50s much of the day. Saturday 62 and cloudy. Showers Sunday 71. Then next week warming up through the 70s Monday and Tuesday. Some showers again Tuesday. And by Wednesday, maybe a few lingering showers and getting warmer. So getting into a wetter pattern for sure. Rita Danhart is our umbrella winner today. She's from Berlin, Maryland. Congratulations, Rita. You have a brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. And we are reaching that time of the year, paying to park in our beach communities. In fact, it's already here in Lewis. Downtown, it will cost you $1.50 per hour to park. At the beach, it'll cost $2.50. And one local we spoke with told us she was caught off guard with the start of parking season.
Found out I was in the shop, found out I have to pay, so I run back to my car, and then I'm like, well, what do? There's nothing there. So then I asked somebody, and they said, oh, I think it's over there. So I'm over here, and it's like, okay, now I got to go back and find out what my license plate is, and then do this.
The paid parking season in Lewis ends on September 30th. That's for the beach. It lasts until October 14th for the downtown area.
So here's what you need to know when you're heading to the beaches this summer. We've got you covered from Rehoboth Beach to Ocean City. Rehoboth and Dewey's paid parking season begins May 15th. When visiting Rehoboth, you'll have to pay $4 an hour downtown, and in Dewey, it's $3.50 an hour. Lewis ranges from $1.50 to $2.50 an hour. Then to Bethany and Fenwick, parking season begins May 15th. When visiting, you have to pay $3 an hour. And then in Ocean City, paid parking begins May 24th. Parking there ranges from $3 to $3.50 an hour. For a full guide on summer parking on the coast, you can visit our website.
Up next, greeting new golf course. We're going to tell you about all the stages this golf course experienced to become what it is today. We'll be right back on Coast TV News Today.
Deal. Or no deal. Welcome to the Banker's Private Island.
We have no idea what's going to happen.
We really don't know what we signed up for.
The biggest prize in Deal or No Deal history. Are you ready to see what's inside?
Deal or No Deal Island, Monday on NBC and Peacock. Download the DSN app today, driven by Preston Automotive Group.
We're Coast Country, and we're Delmarva proud. Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, Coast TV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
Danish Hair here as our first duo coaches.
2, it's a lot better than 1.
Boys.
Oh my goodness.
They're in a duo.
Let's go!
But I have a 3 hat. This is not fair. I need a partner to help me.
Unbelievable. Let's unplug this thing.
Big team legend. It's so distracting.
The Voice, all new Monday and Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Break out the golf clubs, take a few practice swings. An event 2 years in the making, teed off Wednesday with the grand opening of the Southern Delaware Golf Club in Milford. We are showing you where it's located on this map, but let's get you a look at the new course.
Ooh, a lot of good hits there. The plot of land has a long history, first opening way back in 1960. Is that way back, though, Matt? Way back?
Well, it's, what,
1960?
64 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to give it a way back.
All right, that's fine. I was going to give it a little way back. It was a 9-hole course known as the Shawnee Country Club, and for a long time it was the Rookery North. After a soft opening earlier in the year, the newly branded golf course, Southern Delaware Golf Club, fully opened and operational. But even though the course sits on the same land as its predecessors, the new owner, the Johnson Company, they've put a lot of time, a lot of money, and work into updating things. The greens have been redone, the bunkers, a lot of re-turfing. As for the experience on the course, seems to be getting high marks so far.
It's been great. The weather's been perfect. The course is in great condition. Grass is still growing in a little bit, but the greens, they've rolled really nice. The bunkers are perfect. Fairways are clean, so really got not much to complain about.
And one thing that is not quite ready for prime time just yet, that's the restaurant on the course operated by Blue Oyster. There isn't a definitive date yet for when that will open, but an employee we spoke with says they hope to be up and running within the next few weeks.
We bring back First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey. Let's talk warm weather. Great day to be out on the golf course and our beaches today, too.
Yes, absolutely, especially the northern beaches up near Lewis and Rehoboth. A little farther south, guys, it's a little cooler out there, but still no complaints. If you want to cool off, Assateague and Chincoteague, we're looking at temperatures beginning in the 50s, but then we're into the mid-60s by noon, and I think we're staying in the 60s for you as we're looking at partly cloudy skies. Pack that sunscreen. Farther up the coast, Fenwick Island and Ocean City beginning in the 50s, but then you're into the 70s. A little cooler for Ocean City, around 72 later, and then into the mid-70s for Fenwick Island. Then much warmer up near Lewis and Rehoboth as we're warming into the low 80s by noon, and then I think we're landing in the low to mid-80s, so really pretty there and very warm inland, near record highs. Short-lived, though, temperatures crash. Big cool down into the weekend and some shower chances. More on that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Bob, thank you. Also coming up after the break, medical officials sounding an alarm about an increase in overdoses. We're telling you why they say the recent cases are requiring longer hospital stays.
Also, Marylanders will begin to march to the polls today as early voting begins, including the race to replace that man, the retiring Senator Ben Cardin.
And a massive fire in New York, leaving dozens of people displaced overnight. We're telling you what officials are saying about where that blaze began. All that and more on CoastTV News today.
Intruders are more likely to target homes with dark zones. Take the bullseye off your house and turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a high-tech security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. During the day, it's disguised as a high-tech security camera. It's completely wireless and installs in just seconds. Powered by solar panels, no batteries needed. It adjusts a full 360 degrees. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. But wait, we can also include a second one. Just pay a separate fee. Plus, we'll give you free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. So call 1-800-316-1548 or go to buybionic360.com.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro. the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Lasercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Lasercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Lasercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
Now on Coast TV News.
We could be seeing some areas of fog this morning, but so far the visibility not too bad. Whatever fog develops burns off the sunshine and very warm temperatures today, then sharply cooler heading into Friday, into the weekend as well, and some shower chances. I'll time it out on Futurecast next.
Alarm over overdoses, a troubling trend over the past week in Sussex County. What health officials are telling us and also what they say they do not know.
Massive market blaze. This is what a fire crew in Brooklyn had to deal with at a supermarket. The impact to those who live nearby.
Selecting a new senator. With that man, Ben Cardin, set to retire after this term. The process to determine his successor as early voting begins today in Maryland.
This is Coast TV News Today.
May 2nd, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is 5:30. It is a Thursday. We are tracking, I'll call it borderline hot.
Yeah.
Not quite hot yet, but definitely we're looking for some sun today.
Yes, we tried to call it hot earlier, and Bob said no. It's quite warm.
Quite warm.
Or very warm.
Yeah, what did I just say there?
Borderline
hot.
Borderline hot. But isn't very warm hot?
I think they're varying degrees of how we make that determination.
I would call it hot.
We got to get out of this rabbit hole,
We
Paige.
really do. Bob, welcome to your quite warm day.
It's like when people ask me, is partly cloudy the same as partly sunny? I tend to keep hot reserved for the 90s, so I'll just say quite warm later today. So, but hot, you can say it if you like. It's a free country. We're looking at visibility this morning around 5 to 10 miles, so it's not bad. I'm expecting some fog to develop, and it's possible between now and sunrise some of that could get dense, especially along the coast and parts of southern Delaware. Otherwise, mostly clear skies right now. Some high clouds floating in as we've got a little front back to the east, and we also have a marine layer just offshore, and that could push some fog in here as we go through time. Otherwise, mainly clear skies. It is a little cooler this morning. 53 Salisbury, Milton 56, the same for Seaford and Bethany Beach at 55. A light southwest breeze, but those winds pick up today with a big warm up, and we'll be seeing that fog this morning. Here's 9 a.m., low 60s. Any fog should be gone as we go into, say, 9, 10 o'clock. Then by noon, upper 70s and low 80s. But then we're well into the 80s for this afternoon. Inland areas cooler at the beach, near record highs as we go into the afternoon. Have your sunscreen handy, and the higher SPF, very high on the UV index today. Burn time is only 20 minutes with an 8, and we're in that very high range right through Friday. But then we drop into the medium range over the weekend into Monday with clouds and showers. But make sure you use that higher SPF on the midday shade and limit time outdoors when we're in that very high range.
All right, will do, Bob. Thank you. Right now, we have some shocking video to show you this morning. At least 24 people are now homeless after the massive fire that you see on your screen. Crews in New York responded to this fire at a supermarket in Brooklyn Wednesday. Now, according to the New York Fire Department, this fire broke out around 6 p.m., sending huge plumes of smoke into the sky like you're seeing. Authorities believe the fire started in the supermarket and the flames spread to at least 4 surrounding buildings.
Early voting begins today in Maryland. This all leads up to the May 14th primary election. The race that has the attention of the national media is the race for Senate. Ben Cardin will retire at the end of this term. 10 Democrats and 7 Republicans are on the ballot for the primary in the attempt to become the next Maryland senator. There was one location for early voting in Worcester County. It's the Ocean City Powell Convention Center. 2 centers in Wicomico County. Both are in Salisbury. One is at the Civic Center. The other is at the First Baptist Church Family Life and Cultural Center. That's on Booth Street. You can vote from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. starting today through May 9th.
An ominous warning. Health officials are alerting all of us on a sudden and sharp increase in overdoses, shocking numbers in Delaware's overdose crisis.
State agencies and health officials say they have seen 30 overdoses just since last Thursday.
Yeah, now to put that into perspective, in most weeks they normally get maybe 5. Here's the thing, these particular overdoses seem to be stronger and more dangerous than typical overdoses.
As Coast TV's Charles Reinert shows us, health officials are on high alert.
Wednesday afternoon in front of the Margaret Rollins School of Nursing, doctors held a press conference in response to a spike in drug overdoses here in Sussex County.
Unlike COVID, there's no vaccine for this.
According to Dr. Paul Cowan, this string of overdoses seem to be more potent than others. Some cases have required more than 1 dose of Narcan, the drug that helps counteract an overdose. In fact, 11 patients had to be put on ventilators and 1 tragically died. And there's one more part of all of this that is making things even more complicated.
We don't know at this point exactly what the substance or combination of substances that these people are using. We certainly encourage our partners in the pre-hospital field and in the community to continue to use Narcan for these people.
Several medical emergencies have been recorded in the past 5 days, prompting a high alert for hospital staff this week.
This is a message from BB Healthcare.
We are activating a HICS Level 2 in response to a sharp increase in atypical overdose patients. Individuals required for HICS positions will be notified to respond to the South Conference Room. Do not respond to the South Conference Room unless you are notified.
As this crisis continues, BB has been given 1,300 new Narcan kits from the Division of Public Health to distribute throughout its healthcare system, and another 200 doses for its emergency department alone. The investigation into these overdoses is still ongoing, and officials are asking people to be alert. Officials made it clear Wednesday afternoon that there is no correlation between the different kinds of patients that are suffering from these overdoses and that these overdoses are being reported throughout the county and not just one particular town. I'm Charles Reiner in Lewis, Coast TV News.
This sudden spike in overdoses comes less than a month after the Delaware Division of Forensic Science released data. It shows the number of overdose deaths in Delaware has decreased for the first time in 10 years. There were 527 accidental drug overdose deaths in 2023, according to this data. Though statewide deaths decreased, Sussex County saw an increase in overdose-related deaths in the last quarter of 2022.
Delaware police and the Department of Health and Social Services advise against consuming any unknown substances and encouraging those struggling with substance abuse to seek professional help. Now, we mentioned Narcan training, but they can also connect those in addiction with treatment facilities. For 24/7 resources, support, and crisis assistance, you should contact the Delaware Hope Line. In medical emergencies, of course, call or text 911.
Still more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up, a safety campaign kicks off in Ocean City. We're telling you the tools the town is using to improve safety.
And Stephen Decatur lacrosse seeking their 6th straight win. They were up against James M. Bennett. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865 or go to getbullseyepro.com.
Honor cyclists and loved ones who were injured or lost their lives as a result of vehicle cyclist crashes. Join us for the Maryland Eastern Shore Ride of Silence Wednesday, May 15th at 6 p.m. As part of May Bike Month, we're bringing attention to drivers and cyclists sharing the road. Start and finish at Unity Square in Salisbury. Helmets are required and lights front and back are encouraged. For more information, visit the Ride of Silence Maryland Eastern Shore Facebook page.
On the next Tamron Hall.
Digging into the past, uncovering family secrets from shocking discoveries.
Kind of like a rabbit hole each time.
To life-changing answers. It took over 50 years for this man to find his birth parents. Now the moment he waited for his entire life. He's meeting his biological dad for the very first time. And a genealogist is helping me find secrets from my own family on the next Tamron Hall.
Thursday at 3 on CoastTV.
5:39 on this Thursday morning, and the fog that we were expecting hasn't materialized yet. Hershey Exteriors cam, still good visibility, 56. That said, still a chance of some fog, but visibility 5 miles in Georgetown, 9 in Salisbury, and 6 in Ocean City. So far, so good. Temperatures in the 50s, so it is kind of cool out there. Need the windbreaker. Winds light now will start to pick up from the south and west as we're looking at mostly clear skies. It is a little hazy out there and some high clouds built in during the day. Otherwise, lots of sunshine and a beautiful day for golf. Just make sure you have a lot of water with you on the golf course, as it is excellent. Another putt drained by yours truly. Lots of sunshine, very warm, 88 the high. Call the CoastTV First Alert weather line, 443-880-9100. I just updated it. It's sponsored by Baird, Mendalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Happening today, it's the start of the 33rd annual Spring Fest in Ocean City. The 4-day festival will take place at the Inlet parking lot. It features live music, over 200 arts and crafts vendors, and a variety of Eastern Shore cuisine. Organizers say the daytime events are free, but those evening shows, they do require tickets, which you can buy online. Now, since parking in the downtown area is limited, the town says they will offer transportation for this event.
With summer less than 2 months away, Ocean City held an event that will hopefully remind everyone of the soon-to-be busy roads. The town, MDOT, and the Ocean City Police Department all came together Wednesday to discuss the overall safety they hope to implement this summer. Now, some changes MDOT made throughout the years to keep Ocean City safe include installing a 2.7-mile-long fence to prevent jaywalking, LED lights around the roads to help people see at night, and adding more crosswalks around town.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning. Stephen Decatur boys lacrosse hoping to capture their 6th straight win and facing a Bennett squad trying to move above 500 on the season. The Seahawks starting off quickly. Brody Lynch going the length of the field and firing a shot in. Decatur jumps out to a 1-0 lead, and they keep it coming. Parker Mason finding Twine, his first of 2 tallies in this contest. More from the Seahawks. John Foner, the sophomore, showing up and showing out with back-to-back goals from high to low. Decatur up 4-0. On the other side, Josh Collins with the quick catch and finish gets the Clippers on the board. J&B trails by 3. But the Seahawks respond right away with a bullet from Foner to make it 5-1. And Decatur's attack was unstoppable. Here's another one from Foner. He had a hat trick in the first half and 6 total goals in this game as Decatur defeats Bennett 16-5, and the Seahawks remain at the top of the Bayside South. To the MLB, the Phillies wrapping up a 3-game set with the LA Angels, top of the second. No score, bases loaded for Kyle Schwarber. He knocks the liner back through the middle. 2 runs come in to score, fills up 2-0. Bottom of the second, i.e. Ray Adrianza takes Zach Wheeler deep for a solo home run, his first of the year. Angels trailed 2-1. 9th inning, runners on the corners for Taylor Ward. He hits a deep fly ball off Gregory Soto, but Schwarber makes the catch on the warning track to end the game. Phillies win 2-1. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
Today in your entertainment news, a classic film from the 80s and an icon from World War II. Here's David Daniel with the Hollywood Minute.
I kind of like the idea of hiring somebody with a past.
She can't be more than 18. She hasn't had time to have a past.
Oh, get with it, Clary. This is the 80s. If you can achieve puberty, you can achieve a past.
If laughter through tears is your favorite emotion, you're in luck. Steel Magnolias is returning to theaters for its 35th anniversary. The iconic Southern comic drama screens on Sunday, May 5th and Wednesday, May 8th. Head to fathomevents.com for locations and showtimes.
Why does it matter? They're just pictures.
Do you want the world to know about you?
You think I went to war so people would know my name?
But they do. Kate Winslet plays legendary photojournalist Lee Miller in Lee. The first teaser trailer for the biographical drama was just released. Lee opens in U.S. theaters September 27th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Still okay on the fog front. Not seeing that this morning in Salisbury, at least. Tidal Health Cam 53 right now. But some areas a little bit of patchy fog. Otherwise, very warm today. Near record highs, then sharply cooler Friday into the weekend. Some rain chances beginning Sunday. Not the best timing, but we need the rain. Details coming up in 2 minutes.
Coast TV and the First Alert Weather Team. Your safety, our commitment.
From the time that I established Garlic Builders, I instilled certain core values into my company, like I learned in the military. The number one approach that I instill in my team is a client-first mentality. The relationship with the client goes far beyond the construction process. Years down the road, I want to be able to grab a cup of coffee or grab dinner and reconnect. For so many, this has been a dream of theirs to own a beach house, and it brings great joy to us to be able to be that bridge, to be able to make their dream finally come true. We're a family of builders, Garlic Builders, homes built with honor.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. Make pina coladas right by poolside. Even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid. Yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
Life is all about choices.
And on Delmarva, we know you have a lot of country music stations to choose from.
Well, at Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3, we believe we do more of what you want.
And playing stuff that we love too, like Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen?
Lainey Wilson.
Lainey Wilson.
Plus all the good stuff too, Reba, Brooks and Dunn, Garth, and all the classics in between.
So we're issuing the Coast Country Challenge.
Tune us in for a week and we're sure when you'll accept the challenge,
you'll feel Delmarva proud too.
It is now 5:46 on our Thursday. We are taking a live look right now at Salisbury. Man, Bob, I wish those buildings weren't in the way. We could see a nice sunrise this morning.
Well, I'm glad we can actually see the buildings, Paige,
True.
because some of the models were hinting that we could see areas of dense fog this morning, and so far we have not. So that's a good thing, but that said, still a chance of seeing a little bit of that fog through the morning hours. And visibility-wise, 5 miles in Georgetown, 9 in Salisbury, 6 in Ocean City. So there's still that chance we could see some of those pockets of fog, but it burns off quickly, and then it turns into a pretty warm day, near record warmth. The record high for 2018, in 2018, was 90 degrees, and my expected high today for Georgetown is 88. So you can see we're awfully close and possibly tying it if everything falls into place. Out the door this morning, we're seeing temperatures in the 50s. So it's one of those days you start with a windbreaker and then you peel off the layers as you go through the day, and then it gets pretty toasty as the winds are light now, but they'll be picking up later on. And right now, maybe some areas of fog. Otherwise, just mostly clear skies out there. We've got a little front back to our east, kind of a backdoor cold front that moved through. It's kind of waving back and forth. And we are looking at some high clouds building in from the north and west, but we're looking at a mostly sunny day and a very warm day. The closest active weather is from Texas up into the Midwest, but that's not going to affect us. We've got some quiet weather on the way, but a big cool down coming. This morning, watch out for the fog. Here's Futurecast at 6:30. Temperatures in the 50s. Some of that fog could linger into mid-morning, and then it's gone. Then we're into mostly sunny skies by noon, 70s and low 80s, but cooler 60s and 70s along the coast. The farther south you go along the beaches, the cooler it will be, and then warmer up to the north. 85 in Lewis, 86 in Georgetown, 85 in Salisbury, and some upper 80s popping up later on. And then this evening, we're in good shape, mostly clear skies. Then the winds shift overnight to the north and east, and our high highs could actually occur early in the day with 60s and then sliding through the 50s throughout the day. Here's 9 a.m. Look at this. Temperatures in the mid-50s. We add some clouds to the mix, a stiff easterly wind, and it's chilly into the afternoon. Highs only mid-50s inland, lower 50s for the beaches, lower 60s farther inland, and pretty chilly as we go into Friday evening. You'll need that heavier jacket as you're heading out on the town. Now, we're looking at a southerly breeze today, becomes more variable, and then shifting to the northeast, then eventually the east as we go into Friday. And that's a cold direction because that water temperature is still in the 50s. So with that easterly wind right into the weekend, it'll be raw out there. And lots of clouds on Saturday. In fact, it's going to be a very cloudy day and much, much cooler. And then there are some showers back to the west. It looks like those start to move in on Sunday. I know not the best timing. It's the weekend, but we do need some of the rain, and some of those showers could linger into your Monday as well. Our patterns start to get a little wetter as we go into next week. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. 88 today, near record highs, and then the temperatures crash into Friday, 63. That could occur in the morning and then falling through the 50s throughout the day. 49 Saturday morning, kind of chilly. Saturday, 62, so we can give the AC a break. 71 showers on Sunday, mid-70s Monday and Tuesday. Dry Monday, some more showers Tuesday, and then 83, and looks like a few more showers as we go into Wednesday.
Thank you, Bob. South Bethany has a problem in its canals, an algae problem. So the town is getting ready to start its algae cleanup. It's that gross-looking green stuff we're showing you on your screen. Crews will start harvesting algae from the canals starting May 6th. This will run to May 15th. It'll be between 7:30 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. The town, they're asking people to delay putting their boats in the water until the work is complete, so as to not to interfere with this harvesting operation.
In Georgetown, closures in place on Cougar Road between Piney Grove Road and Bunting Road. We're going to show you that location on your screen right now. Crews are installing a new crossroad pipe, and that work will last until next Wednesday.
There are other road closures in Sussex County that drivers need to be aware of. In Selbyville, the intersection of Route 113 and Hosier Street will be shut down. There will also be closures near the Route 113 and Mason-Dixon Shopping Center. Crews there will be installing new stop-and-go traffic signals. Work will start on May 7th. It's expected to last through mid-July.
Coming up on Coast TV News today, tens of thousands of people each year are struggling to survive. We're going to show you how one woman's declaring war on the stigma surrounding mental health.
Are you dreaming of the perfect outdoor space where you can relax and entertain? Look no further than Delmarva's most trusted partner, Spicer Brothers. We pride ourselves on superior craftsmanship and only use the finest materials to create beautiful, durable decks. From classic wooden decks to low-maintenance PVC materials, we have the perfect solution for you. And right now, get a free Green Mountain Grill with your new deck. Plus, enjoy 0% financing with no payments and no interest for 18 months. Spicer Brothers, turning homeowners' dreams into reality for over 20 years.
In one lane. That's how Bennett Termite has always rolled. Termites, pest control, bed bugs, and crawl space encapsulations. Because pest control and crawl spaces go together, as that's where we spend most of our time. By eliminating moisture, we eliminate pests. So, there's still one lane. Point is, we've remained the same, striving for excellence in all. You add phenomenal customer service to that, and well, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
Whether it's your first time betting or you've been gambling for years, have a plan and know the game. Be aware of the rules and odds before you gamble. Set a budget and never gamble with money you can't afford to lose. Take a break and consider teaming up with trusted friends to help you stick to your budget. Remember, if you or a loved one has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER 24/7 or go to helpmygamblingproblem.org for free confidential services.
Solar is a legacy you will pass on to future generations. So choose a local company with the skills and expertise to do it right. Sunrise Solar is your complete solar energy solution, offering interactive systems for farming and industrial. The Sunrise team has the knowledge, training, and certifications necessary to build the best solar unit for your needs. With a 25-year panel production warranty. Call today about financing and low monthly payments. Sunrise Solar, powering your future.
In Sussex County, Beach Mobile Home and RV Supply has the parts you need.
Powered by over 30,000 square feet of inventory at brass sales and an amazingly knowledgeable staff, we offer plumbing, electrical, windows, doors, tubs, showers, and even roofing and skirting for your manufactured home. Plus an extensive selection of parts and supplies for your RV no matter the class, size, or style. Beach Mobile Home and RV Supply in Long Neck, Delaware. Your home improvement superstore for all your manufactured housing and RV needs.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month. The U.S. Surgeon General calls mental health the defining health crisis of our lifetime. And in recent years, young African Americans between 10 and 24 years old saw the largest increase in suicides.
Yeah, now as Alexa Lorenzo shows us, one woman's declaring war on suicide and is teaching others how to help change the stigma surrounding mental health issues, especially in the Black community.
I was extremely tired. All I wanted to do was go to sleep. My work suffered.
Fonda Bryant was a single mom, stressed over finances.
Those negative thoughts, you're not worthy, your son would be better off, kill yourself, nobody's gonna miss you. Those are the things that hit you the most.
This was Fonda's first time that she thought about taking her life. The second time,
I was gonna jump from a parking deck.
One last call saved her life.
I called my Aunt Spanky and I told her she could have my shoes.
That didn't sit well with me. I called her back and I asked her, are you planning to hurt yourself? Are you planning to kill yourself? And she said yes.
Aunt Spanky immediately called authorities and Fonda was involuntarily committed to a mental hospital. A few years later, Fonda started putting up signs in parking garages. They give people the number to call to get immediate help. Next, she supported a bill in the North Carolina legislature to set aside $500,000 to put up the signs all over the state. Then she began teaching QPR.
QPR stands for question, persuade, refer.
She's taught thousands of people through free monthly webinars and in-person classes on how to help someone who is suicidal and how to recognize the signs, including
change in appearance, also not eating or eating too much, turning to substance abuse.
Fonda also started her own nonprofit called Wellness Action Recovery, which stands for WAR.
And I tell everybody, I go to war with the public, that we're crazy, we're nuts, we're psycho.
She wants everyone suffering with their mental health to know you are not alone.
Those three words are so important because a lot of times when we're struggling, you feel so alone.
I'm Alexa Lorenzo reporting.
If you or someone you know is having suicidal thoughts and need help immediately, call the National Crisis Hotline. That number is 988.
It is now 5:55 this morning. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
Yeah, today's coastal pet of the day, we got a 14-year-old tabby named Simon. Simon lives with his cat brother Moo, who has been a coastal pet before. Simon is very smart. He knows his name and exactly what time he's supposed to get his treats. I can relate to this one. He is also able to reach doorknobs in his house, but stops short of being able to use them. My cat, Finn, can open doors.
Really?
Several doors. He does not like closed doors. That's about Finn. How about Simon? Simon was submitted to us by Carol and Lewis.
Does Finn have thumbs?
But he just knows what to do. He does not like closed doors, and he can open them.
Okay, well, hey, we'll see. He's going to teach Simon a thing or two, maybe. We want to keep seeing all your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos and tell us what makes your pet so special.
Scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to Coast TV News. Then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
It is now 5:56. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
We are talking toasty conditions, a little toasty, Bob. Maybe not that burnt black toast, but definitely a brown.
Brown toast.
Yeah. You know, guys, I am a dog guy, so like when you call a cat, the cat doesn't come to you, right?
I think Simon does.
Here's Simon, and they
Some
do. Okay.
Mine do.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Mine don't.
Okay.
You guys have smart cats.
Cats seem aloof to me.
Yeah.
Kind of have their own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm a dog guy. What can you do? All right, we're looking at temperatures this morning in the 50s, looking at some areas of fog potentially that quickly burns off, and we're looking at temperatures quickly rising. Winds pick up from the southwest into the mid-80s this afternoon, maybe upper 80s. I'm expecting a high right around 88 today. 90 is the record, so we could get close to tying that. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, we go from 88 today to 63 on Friday. In fact, much of Friday we're in the 50s, really chilly into the weekend as well, especially Saturday. A little warmer Sunday, 71 with showers, and more showers into next week as temperatures warm from the 70s into the 80s. Maybe some storms by Thursday.
Thanks, Bob. Coming up on our next hour, overdose emergency. We are seeing a spike in drug cases hitting Sussex County. The dangers health officials and law enforcement are dealing with So there are more questions than answers with this issue. That and more as we continue on Coast TV News today.